I just want to make a very short recap of the day up to now, since I think it's important just to setting the scene for what I personally think is the more interesting part of today, that is the forthcoming panel. So you have heard up to now a number of presentations, both from the Fortissimo point of view and both from the ISV point of view. Just quickly summarize it. So, so the first of all, Fortissimo comes inside a big family, the big family of I4MS. And the aim of I4MS is to help the industries, especially the European SMEs, to cross the chasm. Okay. So, what is in particular the Fortissimo project inside this big family? Fortissimo project is, first of all, a cloud of HPC resources. It's part of I4MS, and its aim is to foster the economic growth for the European industry. It's focused on problem solving, not on research. It's not a typical EU project. This is the main takeaway. And is trying to bring together all the European players in a marketplace to create a synergy that will help reach its goals. So Fortissimo has a mission and an ambition. So the goal of Fortissimo is to provide solution to the industries. And its ambition is to create what will be, hopefully, the portal of choice for the industry who needs simulation services for their needs. The Fortissimo vision is a future where the use of HPC resources will be commonplace, will be a standard tool in the industrial process. And this will help to foster the competitiveness of the European industries through a series of benefits in private process or product development, the reduction of costs, the accelerated time to market, to reduce also the innovation adoption risks, and creating new revenues or to increase the margins through service differentiation. So at the end, what we hopefully achieve is that the European manufacturing sector will have a significant growth. So I think it's a very compelling and ambitious vision. So how this vision, from where this vision come from? It will come from the user needs, at least from what we get from you, from the users, about your needs. And also from the research that we make on the market analysis. So now we have a vision. How do we transform this vision in something real, something useful? Essentially through a web-based portal that will be a hub, a keynote from all this vision. A web portal whose development will be driven not by our inventions, but essentially driven by your needs. First, by the needs that we catch from the Fortissimo experiments, but also in occasions like this one, from the inputs that we get from everywhere. So the Fortissimo HPC Cloud is already, well, a reality. We have a synergy, a concert of HPC resources that we are trying to put together in a real orchestra. So you already see this slide a few times, so I won't spend much more time on that. So this is our the schema of our infrastructure, what we are planning. And here is an anticipation of what is this HPC portal that will be released quite soon. We are in the pre-production phase. We are very near to the production release. But so there is still a lot of time and of effort, first of all, to arrive at the end of this project and to become the real challenging phase, the one of when we challenge the market. And of course, there are also some good news, some new opportunities to engage other sectors and European industries through the new project, Fortissimo 2, that will also enlarge the scope of the marketplace through a different kind of application, like big data, real-time, coupled structures. So we have very interesting times ahead. I think this, the discussion up now was quite interesting, since you heard the words of some of the ISV that we are targeting, small ISV that we think that can benefit most from the Fortissimo marketplace. And I try to extrapolate a few keywords from the presentation they've given today. So I apologize if I not completely understood their meaning, or I try to, since in extrapolation, maybe their sentence outside the context may be a bit different in meaning, but excuse me for that. So the few keywords that we heard up now are really interesting points that deserve to be discussed better. And the occasion will be after the coffee break during this panel. I think it will be a very interesting discussion. And from the keywords I got, there are a few very interesting ones. So the first one that came, first of all, from Icon, but I think is not contradicted by the other speaker, that generally speaking, the Fortissimo goal is aligned, matches the ISV goal. And this, I think, it's quite a good news for us. This seems that, generally speaking, we are going in the right direction. The second keyword that I heard from different speakers, that ISV and consultants are a sort of key enablers to bring HPC to industry. So you are advising us to target not mainly, not only the end user, but mainly the middlemen, because they are a key part of the ecosystem. Another point, another interesting point, is the ISV needs a better way, we may call it API or something else, to interface what are the application software to the HPC resources. More or less in the same way as we heard before, ISM well, I interpreted your meaning, but I think what I heard that is HPC for the masses is a dangerous idea, in the sense that okay, you cannot give a very powerful tool, very powerful toy in the hand of the end users and think that that's all. You reached the end user, you have brought simulation to the SME. And also that we need to deal with different actors in terms of expertise that have completely different needs. The expert his needs is to become more HPC native. He still has not embraced completely the benefits from the HPC. While the non-expert still need and will continue to need experts to help them understand what is the insight that comes from simulation. This to understand the difference between a lot of numbers that come from a simulation and its solution. And also another interesting point is that the software must change in a way to transfer the complexity from the man behind to the machine. But I think, in my opinion, also the most interesting keyword came finally from the last presentation, is that at the end, you have a customer that said, oh, we are happy, here is the money. At least next year, in the budget of next year, will be the money. That's already a step forward. So I think I made a very short recap, but I already thrown to you some points that will be developed by our next panel discussion. So don't disappear now. The most interesting part is coming. So after the coffee, we'll wait for you. Thank you.